for one, today we're going to be building a vampire nightclub that is hidden underneath another building. This is going to be sort of a children's art school. I was inspired by an art school that I used to go to that had workshops of different kinds, like there were drawing classes and comic classes, and there was also a music school on the top floor of it. So that was the idea behind this. But this one is just for children, so it is a very nice, bright space. It has some really cute decorations that were made by children, and it is completely different from the nightclub underneath. This was built on the Waterside Warble lot that is on Myshuno. It is originally a karaoke bar, but I made it into a nightclub, even if it still has the karaoke machine. But what I really wanted was for this to be a nightclub, so it is a slight change. And even if you came here with your sims and they have children, they could stay upstairs and still have lots of activities to work on. So I thought I was adding I got distracted and I was thinking I wanted to add the distressed whitewashed brick that we have on the base game, but I added this concrete wallpaper. So I changed that at the very end. I don't even show it because I didn't notice until I was taking screenshots. But I wanted to add that because when I was at school, like in elementary school, our classrooms were, at first they were red brick and then they were painted white, so I really associate that with children's spaces. So we have now worked on the restrooms for the school. I wanted to use the stalls that came with Discover University. One has graffiti and the other one is clean, and there's only one sink. But I also wanted to have a room upstairs that was just for storage, and since it was an art school, I wanted to have lots of canvases and maybe a bookshelf and some boxes. I added those, and this bookshelf from the base game have lots of clutter that look sort of ambiguous, so I wanted to add those, and also the scout sport that comes with seasons. And I will come back later, add a door to it so that you can go outside from that room. But for now we are working on the playroom. It just has a Don't Wake the Llama table, a little reading corner, as well as some science tables. There's plenty of activities for children in this lot, and I actually really liked how this one came out. I think it is really cute, even if I was just working on this as an excuse to hide the vampire nightclub underneath it. I really like how it came out, how it seems very complete. Even you could even really just visit it to play with children. And if you would like to download this, it is available on the gallery. My ID is Veranio, and I also will have that linked under the video description. So we are now working on the classroom, one of the classrooms anyway, and I added these activity tables. They are the ones that come with Eco Lifestyle, as well as a desk for the teacher and some blackboards. The blackboards are from Get Together. And I really like how it looks like a very creative space. It has all these decorations from seasons and they all just look like handmade. I also added these wall decorations, but I decided to make them look like they were hanging from the ceiling. And I also added these other fall decorations. Those are from the free holiday pack actually. And they have these fall swatch that I think is really cute. But just to finish off the classroom, I added a backpack and a lunchbox, as well as a lamp with a still life. We're now just rearranging the windows outside because I have made the building a bit larger so that there could be a back door that would take us into the patio. So I just needed to move around some stuff, and I also added the easels to this storage area, so you could have them stored there. But if you visit this, you can move the easels and paint outside. But that was the idea behind that. And I also added some of the school projects. They come in these little boxes. I also wanted to have a music room in here, and I was at first thinking of having it upstairs, but I decided to move it into this smaller room and just add these keyboards, a whiteboard, and lots of crafting supplies. I was thinking maybe this room isn't used as much as the other ones, so maybe the classes that they give here are both music and drawing and crafts, so this room isn't used all the time, and it is a really good space to store all of these crafting supplies. These are all from Nifty Knitting, by the way, and I think that little cart is super cute. And I also added these little benches so that it looks like children can have their lessons on the whiteboard, and some more of these decorations from Discovery University with the musical, with the swatch with the music stuff. So upstairs I made another art room. I added one of those side tables from Nifty Knitting as well. And this one is similar to the one that is downstairs, but I also added this Parenthood wall decoration and this Dia de Muertos paper on the wall. I really wanted this to be like decorated for the season, like October and November. So the downstairs room is more Halloween, and the upstairs room has different decorations, but still early November decorations. I also added these little banners from Get Together. They are club banners, but they are good for communicating what each room is used for. So we're now working on the patio. I fenced it in using this fence that I think is from Base Game, and I really wanted there to be some more different activities. So I made a basketball court. It is sort of large. I feel like it barely fits, but I think it's fine if the swings are just beside it, and that might not be like the safest thing, but it's a sim, so no one is in any real danger. And I also added some monkey bars. I'm going to come back to finish off this space later, but I am now adding a shed that will take us down into the Vampire nightclub. It has sort of a hidden door, so I just added some more lockers and a bookshelf. I changed out the door. It's still a bookshelf door, but one that looks a bit more modern and something that could be on a shed like this one. And I also added some footballs and basketballs. I also added one of these like garage doors from City Living. I did that mostly because it has a mural and I thought that was cute. And I just added some lighting, and now we're working on the nightclub space. I really wanted to use those lights. They are from Base Game and they look pretty appropriate for a space like this. I also added a lot of lighting from Get Together, and I used the same stalls that I used upstairs, but these are in the black swatch. And I also used one that has the graffiti on it. I wanted this space to have sort of an ambiguous aesthetic, so the bathroom fixtures are sort of modern, but the mirror looks more antique, and later the wallpaper is going to not look very modern, so that's what I was going for, since vampires tend to be like really old creatures, but they still kind of sometimes want to keep current. So that's what I did there. And I also wanted to have a little stage area where you could have live music or a DJ booth. I separated that space with a platform and a ladder. I also wanted to use this marble floor that is black so that it looks like really stylish. And these, I don't remember if they are classed as curtains or as wall lights. They are from Luxury Party. And I thought that this red swatch was perfect for this because it's perfect for a dark space like this one. I have Luxury Party because it was free for a while, and yeah, I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for that, but now that I have it, I like to use it sometimes. So I added this really beautiful wallpaper and ceiling paint from the Modern Lux kit, and I think that's really made this space work. Also, it's allowed for the decorations to be minimal. I still have different corners dedicated to stuff. So this corner is the bar. It has these bottles. And I also made this little sitting area with the love seats that have a really high back. They are from City Living and I combined them. And I also added this coffee table from Discovery University and some candles. So I also decided to extend the back a little bit and add these tables, because tables are a requirement for nightclubs. But I just added these ones from Get Together. They look sort of medieval, and these older chairs that are black and red. And I also added these wall lights from Paranormal. They have the perfect swatch for this place. It's just black and red, and the lighting isn't so bright. So I thought that's what finishes off the walls pretty well. And for the stage, I didn't like the platform trim that I was using, so I just separated this space with some columns, and I used these wall dividers from Cats and Dogs and Get Together so that it looked darker, because the black swatch of the platform trim was actually like gray. And now I think it looks pretty good. I also added these huge clocks from Get Together, but sized down, so that the vampires would know when it was time to go home, so they won't burn in the sun. And I also added that karaoke machine. I added the big one because I had a very big corner over there. I added those were decorations from Paranormal, and I just moved some stuff around, added these paintings also from Paranormal. They have like a haunted house and the ghost character. I was thinking maybe he's a vampire, or maybe he's friends with the people who run the nightclub. But now we are just back upstairs to add some more decorations and move some stuff around. Add the parenting board and also these really nice columns from Discovery University to finish off the building, and just adding some more landscaping and also some vines. So I'm calling this a vampire nightclub because of the sort of gothic black and red aesthetic that it has, but I actually don't have the vampires pack, so I wasn't able to add some coffins. If you have vampires, you can add that to this nightclub if you download it, but I do not have that. But it's just really easy to add more doors to it. But now I am adding that door that I have mentioned that goes outside, and yeah, I'm just adding some terrain paint and also some fences to mark this space a bit better. Eventually I realized that I still don't like the shape of the building. It just looks like a box with some other boxes next to it, so I do add a roof in a little bit. This is one of the last spooky builds I have this month. The next one is the finished haunted house. I have been building each room separately and uploading them to my short, and I am really excited to show you the finished version because I think it came together like pretty cohesively, and so that's coming next week, and I'm really excited for that, so subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it. And I think that it finishes off this space pretty well. I also added some more trees to finish off the landscaping, and so that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.